Shadows of the Ramshead, confronting darkness in the Crowley mansion.
The wind howled through the trees as our group of Vatican elites approached the decaying mansion on the outskirts of the ancient forest. The moon cast eerie shadows on the crumbling facade, and a sense of foreboding settled in the pit of my stomach. I'm Maria, a seasoned paranormal investigator, and this was a mission like no other I'd ever encountered. By my side was Father Michael, a priest with unwavering faith, and Father Gabriel, a renowned demonologist who had stared into the abyss more times than anyone should. We were called here to confront a darkness that had taken the life of a young boy, an evil that had defied explanation and left the Vatican grasping for answers. As we entered the mansion, the air grew heavy with a malevolent energy. The walls seemed to whisper secrets, and the scent of decay clung to every corner. The paintings on the walls depicted twisted figures and symbols I couldn't decipher, a chilling testament to the sinister history of the mansion's former owner, Alistair Crowley. With flashlights cutting through the gloom, we explored the mansion's labyrinthine hallways, our footsteps echoing like distant cries. Father Michael clutched his crucifix, beads of sweat forming on his forehead as he muttered prayers under his breath. Father Gabriel's face was a mask of determination, his eyes scanning for signs of the supernatural. The air grew colder as we entered a room at the end of a dimly lit corridor. The atmosphere was suffocating, the energy charged with an unsettling tension. In the center of the room lay a pentagram, etched into the floor with precision. Candles flickered around its edges, casting eerie shadows on the walls. And there in the center of the pentagram stood the creature we had come to face. It was larger than life, its dark form looming menacingly. Its ram's head with twisted horns sent a shiver down my spine, and its eyes glowed with an unnatural, malevolent light. Its hooves scraped against the floor as if it were itching to break free from its spectral prison. Father Gabriel's voice echoed through the room as he recited ancient exorcism prayers, his crucifix held high. But the demon merely chuckled, a sound that made my blood run cold. Its voice seemed to come from the depths of the abyss, a chorus of tortured souls united in anguish. Maria's equipment crackled and malfunctioned, her camera capturing fleeting glimpses of grotesque figures lurking in the shadows. The temperature dropped even further, and I could feel a whisper of icy fingers trailing down my spine. This was a force beyond comprehension, a darkness that defied explanation. As Father Gabriel's prayers grew more fervent, a blinding light suddenly illuminated the room. The demon's laughter turned to agonized screams, its form convulsing as if it were being torn apart from within. I shielded my eyes from the brilliance, my heart pounding with a mixture of fear and hope. But the battle was far from won. The demon's screams grew louder, more agonized, reverberating through the walls as if the mansion itself were crying out in pain. The room shook, and the air crackled with an energy that felt almost electric, and then with a deafening roar that seemed to tear at the very fabric of reality, the demon vanished. The silence that followed was heavy and oppressive, as if the mansion itself were holding its breath. We stood there, our breath ragged, our hearts pounding, our minds grappling to comprehend what had just transpired. The pentagram on the floor began to fade, the candles extinguishing one by one. We left the mansion, our steps heavy with exhaustion and relief. The forest outside seemed to breathe a sigh of release, the ancient trees no longer burdened by the malevolent presence that had gripped the land. The moon cast a soft glow, as if the night itself were whispering a story of triumph over darkness. As we drove away from the mansion, the memory of the little boy's tragic end weighed heavily on my heart. We had faced an evil beyond imagination, a force that had taken an innocent life, but we had also prevailed, armed with faith, determination, and an unyielding belief that light could triumph over the darkest of shadows. In the end, the mansion stood as a symbol of our battle, a testament to the lengths we were willing to go to protect the innocent and confront the unknown. Our mission was complete, but the memories of that night would forever haunt my dreams, a reminder that evil could be confronted, challenged, and ultimately defeated.
Thanks for watching.